What's good, y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drive special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in. And welcome. You all are definitely welcome, no doubt. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure y'all hit that like sign before you get out of here. Hit that like sign before you get out of here. Of course, over the next 48 hours, I'm going to shoot y'all a game, no doubt. And when I do, take the money off the floor. I know we ain't took it in the last 2 baseball games, but we going to get right. Shit happens. Take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Now, let's get to the chat. Let's get to what we came here to talk about, because today is Adrian Broner's drama career. Now, first of all, I'm going to say this to start things off, because I keep hearing a lot of this. I told y'all I go to a lot of boxing talk channels. I'm a true supporter. I go a lot of places. I go in so many boxing channels, them motherfuckers don't even know I'm in there. But it's because that's what I like to do. Just keep going, searching through. It's like being in a tunnel, go down this hall, go down here, go down there. I'm one of them motherfuckers. I keep going in shit. I like to go just check everybody's shit out. So I hear a lot of people, a lot of boxing talk channels get caught up talking about Adrian Broner coming back and this, that, whatever. Adrian Broner career is done. I'm just giving y'all straight facts. Give you is what's on the table. It is what it is. I don't do no beating around here to try to get to this and all that. No, Adrian Broner done. You know, some of y'all might be out there with a heart cracked in half right now. Adrian Broner done. That's it. You got what you're going to get. That's it. All right? And if Buckle up tell you something, I'm just going to tell you what you need to be told. So, first of all, we're going to start like this. Listen. If Adrian Broner is not the biggest example of a person that didn't appreciate success, if he not the biggest person that didn't appreciate the success he was granted, the success he was granted with, then I couldn't tell you who would be. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you who would be. It's crazy how this man come from nothing in Cincinnati. Come from nothing. End up running into a little something. And then even take your finances to the levels that people every day dream of coming across daily. Y'all feel me? Motherfuckers out here daily trying to make a way. Dreaming in some more shit. Doing whatever. Putting it in the air. Wishing you had a chance to get it. You know? Now, when it came to his boxing career in the ring, he never should have left 135. He never should have left the 135, 140-pound division area. That was his lane. Through Buckle Up, watching them come in, watching them from the beginning grow and everything, I knew at that moment in his career that no, you shouldn't be making a decision like that. You fine just where you at. You was doing great just where you was at. We would have ended up seeing Bud and Adrian Broner. Had Adrian Broner stayed at 135, 140 and became the king, I know he would have became. I know the damage he would have done in those divisions had he stayed down there while he was down there doing his thing. He supposed to stay there. He never posed and left. Broner moved up. Broner moved up to 147 pounds strictly off pride. The way he is. The type of person he is. That prideish type person that he is. Y'all know how Broner is. And trying to be in a lane. He was simply trying to be in a lane he didn't belong in when it came to the 147 pound division. Same way I tell people every day, Tank Davis will never be a 147 pound fighter. Because he don't belong in the 147 pound division. And he too short too. For that division. And not just really saying he too short, because shortness really ain't got nothing to really totally do with it, but he just not. He just not. He just not for that division. If you know what you're looking at. If you like me and you know what you're looking at, then you know that. He not for that division. At no time in Tank Carreer could he beat everybody from 147 and down, not named Devin, Earl Spence, not named Devin, Earl, or Boots Ennis. Meaning he had a shot at Bud. The ticket that I would have put in wouldn't have gave him a shot at Bud. The ticket that Sports Prediction 101 would have put in that motherfucking on ESPN bet wouldn't have showed in any kind of way that I think he could beat Bud. The only shot Tank ever had at 147 against Bud was a shot. He had a shot. He had a shot at getting beat out the sport way worse than Earl did. Yeah. That's what he would have had a shot at. Listen, when Adrian Broner was Tank just need to stay at 135 and 140, the same shit. That's like I was saying, I was telling Adrian Broner before I go any further. Same way when I just started the show and I was telling y'all, I said Adrian Broner divisions was 135 and 140. When he crossed that line, everything went south for him. Right? Now, when Adrian Broner was making noise about going to 147 to fight Marcos Madonna, I already knew Madonna would beat Broner because Broner was just too small for the division. The same way I feel like Bud too small for 168, even as my favorite fighter right now. Bud is buckle up favorite fighter in boxing right now, in case you don't know. My number 2 guy, Usyk, my number 3 guy, Noe. They my favorite guys right now. I don't get caught up though. I never get caught up in being delusional though for any fighter. Not even for Bud, Noe, or Usyk. I ain't being delusional for no fighter because I know anybody can beat. Anybody can be beat, especially in divisions they not supposed to be in. You know, I got paid off Dimitri Bivol beating Canelo because I know what I'm looking at. I know my shit. Crazy part about it, when I win in boxing, people be looking at me like they can't believe they didn't just make the same bet. No matter where I'm at, I'm just smiling and counting, just enjoying my night. They just looking at me like they can't believe they ain't just make the same bet. I just smile. You cannot be caught up in your feelings with these fighters, y'all. Especially if you putting your paper on the line. Don't get caught up in your feelings with these fighters. Really pay attention to what you looking at. Analyze what you looking at. Scout these talent. Scout the talent. Because they make some goofy ass decisions that'll fuck your money up. I'm trying to tell you some good shit. Listen, Adrian Broner wasn't successful at 147 at all, and this nigga had the motherfucking nerve to be, listen, outside of boxing, the nigga had the nerve to be flushing money down his motherfucking toilet bowl. Online. What I'm saying out my mouth right now, you can go punch in your search bar, punch Adrian Broner, flushing money down the toilet, and see it with your own fucking eyes. What I'm talking about. Alright, because you already know I only spit real shit over here. I mean, go look at it with your own eyes. Putting money down his toilet bowl online, and then he in Walmart or some store throwing the change, which was bills and shit, because he gave him like $100 bill. They gave him the change back in the line, and he was throwing the change, which was bills, in the line as if he too good to keep his own change with a whole line of people behind him. Some old crazy shit, just throwing your change in the motherfucking air, talking about he don't need his change. Stunting for people he don't know, knowing he looking like what I call a rich goofy. And yes, we talking about a guy that had a super title and stayed viral, pretty much with every move he was making. And nobody was in his camp that guide him in the direction of making his money work for him when boxing came to an end. It's crazy. Adrian Broner used he basically used to control the narrative and turn chaos into comedy. Real shit. But not having the proper guidance, it caught up and bit Adrian Broner on his ass. Y'all want to see a prime example of a $10 million guy turning into a $10 guy looking for employment? All that fucking leasing of cars, all them high-ass cars, and leasing jets and shit, buying high-ass jewelry that simply make people think you sitting on top of the world and set for life. See, the only piece Adrian Broner was missing was something that works through the fucking brain. It's what a lot of motherfuckers don't know. Had nothing to do with money. Just because you came across just because you come across a lot of money don't mean you a smart person at all. Shit don't mean you smart. I never found myself admiring anybody because they got more money than I got. It's bums laying in a fucking alley with better brains than a person like Adrian Broner. They just never had the opportunity to have that kind of bread to give them the opportunity to put themselves in them type of places. Or put their money in the right places. Give them the opportunity to put that type of situation in the right place. Bud is a great example of remaining humble. Pretty much like shopping in the same fucking stores, staying clean, but not trying to overdo it. You feel me? Not trying to overdo it. Floyd Mayweather, another goofy that want to show us like 20 and 30 fucking cars in a garage, as if that's supposed to mean anything. Looking at that shit like, man, niggas I fuck when we sitting down looking at this niggas, what the fuck is wrong with this goofy ass nigga? Like that shit supposed to mean anything. But the fact that you got 20, 30 cars to take care of, and you only need to drive one or maybe two. So all the extra expenses you spending in insurance for cars, maintenance to keep the cars up, all that's all that a waste of money. That surely could have went into many better places to secure for your life. For the future of your life and your kids or whoever else. The type of nigga I was always impressed by, and one that's still out here to this day. A nigga that was getting about 75 to 100K a month. Put it like that, y'all. A nigga that was getting like 75 to 100K a month in the streets pushing that motherfucking smack. And was smart enough to put so much of that money into buying rows of houses and fixing them up. Got like 3 stores now. And every time we get together, I always let this nigga know I always looked up to how you move. And he not even famous. I look up to him way more than I look up to fucking Floyd Mayweather. It's the difference in the brains. Never flashy. Never like to even, don't even like to take pictures. And even out the game right now, living totally legit, he still got them same fucking ways. My nigga. Still got them same ways. It's like he was never impressed with money. It's like he was never impressed with money. He just made it. That's how I took it as coming up watching. It was like he just making it. He never let it make him. You feel me? That's the difference. He never let it make him. Adrian Broner let the money, Adrian Broner and Floyd. But we talking Adrian Broner tonight. Adrian Broner let the money make him. Like so many of these fucking goofballs nowadays. But hopefully, this can be a wake-up call for the next broke nigga turn rich. See y'all on the Get Back.
But you're so proud anyway. He is an old soul. I like that. She like proud. She tell me she need it. Yeah, she poppin', know she got it. You coming with me, we can be shining, can be styling. I couldn't believe when I found out that bitch was lying, stupid bitch. She like Friday and I like, and I can't. She like Friday and I like, but I can't stay out lights. Hey, she can stay at night. Raised around the love and ain't as crazy, I'm the player type. She like ice and I like ice, so she might get some down. Like Southeast, I'm the finest, ain't as crazy, I'm still gon' fuck on down. Like now I'm shining with this rap shit like it's perfect timing. Trick the bitch with Poochie, get her prouder, that's gon' keep her behind. She like pistol and I'm pistol, I like Pepper. Drove her B-more back to Southeast with these pistols on the mission. We out B-more, she like project fiends and trash. And in DC, she been with me, she knows she straight cause I be getting it. Hey, yeah. I like dollars, she like pride. She tell me she need it, yeah, she poppin', know she got it. You coming with me, we can be shining, can be styling. I couldn't believe when I found out that bitch was lying, stupid bitch. Can't no creepy bitch, can't no stupid bitch. I dash her, do no goofy bitch. I ride through the town and keep a toolie bitch. You know I be with the gang, I don't care who you with. This can't be. Chicken, we be coolin'.